to another FYE podcast. Today, I'm your host, Alan Morales, and I'm here with my co-host,
Maria Leander.
I'm Vanessa Mora.
And today's topic is how to study for finals week. First of all, you are almost there. By now you have a week before you finish school and then are free for summer. Unless you're gonna be taking summer classes, then good luck. But first, let's check with our co-host how they study and prepare for their first semester here, and how did they study for finals when they were freshmen. So, who would like to share?
I would say first make sure you know the date and the time of your final, because there's a schedule for when finals are. Maybe you will have it the last day of school, the last day of your class, or within the designated time for your class.
Well, how do you prepare for it though? Like the first year you were here, how do you approach finals? What do you do? Like, how do you prepare?
Okay, so for me, I had to, first of all, I organized all my classes, because one of the things I remember one of my teachers told me was that to verify how many finals I'm going to have and what days, because it can happen where some of your finals can be at the same time as another one of your classes. It didn't happen to me, but it did happen to a girl in one of my classes. So she had to talk to one of the professors and accommodate that. So that's step number one, obviously. And just organize yourself. I mean, for me, I paced to see, which classes I was doing a little bit
The worst.
like a
Not
B
so good.
or something, and the ones that are I didn't really need to work that hard for them. So for example, it was history. History I was great at it, so I didn't have to study a lot for it. But I did study because it still counts a lot. Some teachers do count
I
finals
think
as
final is
one of
45% sometimes.
for some, yeah. Some 50, some. So I checked for the classes that I needed more to study more for those, and I put a little more attention on those.
Okay. Well, what about you?
Well, yeah, it goes back to organizing the times and what are you gonna take first, knowing the dates.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm theoretical here. I didn't do it though. By luck, like you said, I didn't have any conflict between my classes. I was just lucky that I actually looked at the syllabus and I wasn't late for my finals. But I didn't do what you did. I didn't look at my grades. I was just you know what? I'll do what I can. Because I didn't know I was supposed to prioritize. Plus, none of my classes were high discrepancy between them. They were the same. So my first year, I wouldn't say I was scared to fail. But yeah, I had a class that if I didn't do amazing on the final, I was gonna have to retake it. Luckily I did fine, so that's good. But yeah, my first year, I didn't really talk to anybody. None of my teachers, except one, that was for my UNIV. But other than that, I didn't do any of it. So I guess as a freshman, I could have been more organized, like you stated. But yeah, I just didn't.
Well, I'm going to tell you a little story.
Oh, okay.
It's so funny because, it was bad. So it was my freshman year. It was my first semester. I was taking English. And one of the things that, this is for everyone. You have to verify the dates. Mm-hmm. So on one of the finals, it said that it was due Tuesday at midnight.
Okay.
And I thought we had Tuesday. I can start it on Tuesday. So I procrastinated, right? Oh. So but the last day of class, we did peer review. So I had done something, but I knew that I could revise my essay a lot more, but I didn't do it. Procrastination. So it was 11:20 on Monday, and I text my friend. I'm like, hey, when are you gonna start your essays? Like, what do you mean it's due today? Like, what? I sprinted to my room. I got my laptop. It was like 11:34. I'm not kidding you. I turned it at 11:58.
But you
I
turned
did
it in.
I did the reviews, like I did reviews that I could do, and I turned it in. But I got this like huge scare. I wasn't gonna turn it in on time, and it was like because honestly, I wasn't doing that great in that class.
But yeah.
But like I ended up getting a B. So
Yeah, I
God.
Oh, sorry.
Because I think it was gonna be a C,
I mean,
and it turned into a B.
I guess the teacher had pity.
Yeah, I also have a little story about my freshman year. For one of my math classes, he stated that he needed a scantron.
Okay.
So for all my other classes was the green scantron.
Uh-huh.
So I go to class, okay, I'm ready, scantron. And then I see everybody with the big blue scantron. Okay, I'm like, can we use this? When he's like, no, you have to go to the library and get a blue. I'm like, oh my God, that's gonna be, oh my God. And the library was full. Everybody was getting their scantrons. And they were like, they didn't have any of the blue there, so they had to go to the little warehouse and get it. I'm like, oh my God, that's 30 minutes out of my exam just for a scantron. So just make sure you know what scantron you're gonna need too.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Yeah.
Do you have any stories you would like to share?
Well, I have a story about also math. Like the first year, my first semester here, I knew I needed a scantron, and I thought I had one. I show up to class. I look in my backpack. I forgot my scantrons home. I look around the class. Nobody has one that they can show to me, and the teacher got mad. No, and I also, the thing is that when I went to the library, it was closed. Like there was nothing that I can do, and the teacher felt pity on me, so he lent me one that he had. But I still didn't do that well. Because I said I didn't actually prioritize my studying. And when I look at the test, I knew I wasn't gonna do well.
Yeah. No, I mean, I learned about the learning center, but I never actually went to the learning center. Like all my first year, I'm just like, nah, like I can do it. But like now recently, for my midterm, actually for my ASL midterm, I took tutoring and I got 100 on my midterm.
Okay.
So like it helps. Like I see a lot of people going for math, for chemistry, for pretty much everything. Government, like they help you out. Like it's not something you should discard. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that will bring us to my other question that I had. That will be, how do you improve the way you study, and how do you approach your any test, but mainly finals that is coming up?
I know, like for my math class, that one, it wasn't gonna be a comprehensive. So I know I didn't like keep all my past exams. Okay. I would just like in my backpack, and when I wanted to go back, I was like, where are my exams? I couldn't find them, which kind of threw like everything off, because it would have helped a lot. And then like that was a mistake, and I learned from that. In my second semester now, I keep all my exams, because it's gonna help if it's comprehensive. You can go back and look at your work and all that, keeping your notes and exams together.
Also, well, do you ask your teacher like how many weeks in advance if it's gonna be comprehensive? Or does
it usually states in the syllabus if it's gonna be comprehensive.
Yeah, so it goes back again to what we have talked before about checking the syllabus, making sure. Some of the teachers, they tell you beforehand that how the final is going to do. Some things may happen and you might not have a final. Like either way, like always be prepared. Again, if you make friends in your class, do a study session, study group, anything helps.
And actually show up.
And then sometimes if you do, like, it's usually 5 exams in a class. Sometimes if you do really, really good in your 4 exams, you don't have to take your final.
Yeah, the teacher will let you know, like, do well in these 4 tests, don't forget about the final.
Yeah.
Also, at the library, you can, if you go online to the page, like you search UTRGV in the library, you can rent rooms.
Yes.
Study rooms.
Many first-year students might not know that, or like you don't know where to look. Like you pretty much online.
Well, the way I will recommend for first year students, if they want to study, I would say actually look at the library, go into the rent room board, and make these plans in advance, at least 2-3 days in advance, because you will not find a free room at the time you want.
Yeah.
That's that same day. So make sure you know how many people are gonna be in there, so you don't choose a really small room, and I would actually know the time, and maybe book it at least 3 days in advance, so you have time if somebody cannot make it or everybody's like, hey, let's better not do this. You have time to like cancel and then give the chance to someone else, because there's a lot of people that want to study. And also I think everybody should have gotten this email by now. It's the library. They will tell you that they will be extending their hours.
Oh, yeah.
The library usually has a lenient schedule. It's mainly, it closes very late, but they will be expanding their hours, and I think they give you coffee. So
Free coffee.
yeah, free coffee during finals, so you can stay longer, study in peace. So please look at your emails, check if you really need that, and make sure that you actually study and look for a place. And the library will always be happy to like take you in somehow. But also that brings me to how I kind of improve my studying. Now I don't just ace it, because I learned that that doesn't help at all. Because some tests I'm like, oh, I get it right away, and the other one I just circle C and hope that's right, but that doesn't work. So the way I started fixing my habit of studying, because I don't really have a habit to study, and I know that's bad, but I'm trying. But now I get together with friends, and I ask them, hey, can you please look at my work and tell me what I did wrong? So I already have like at least 10 problems that I didn't do well. I asked them to explain to me how they did it and how they got the answer. And in a way, I kind of get a tutor, but it's my friend. And I also do the same. So nowadays, my friends and I, we help each other to studying for anything. And that has helped me get higher grades and also get a better understanding on how other people approach like testing. And sometimes I learn from that a lot, because now I have a better studying regimen, I know it. Because now I understand things faster. I know how to look at a problem when I don't know I didn't approach it right the first time. So that helps a lot. What do you do to improve your, study?
Well, I know in my case, I love flashcards.
What do you mean you love flashcards?
I wouldn't make flashcards at all, and they really help a lot.
For what topic will you? Does flashcards work for every topic? Like,
Well,
for example, what about math?
I don't think you will use them for math, but you can use them. I know for like science courses, it helps a lot. For like the regular like intro communications, those helps a lot too, like flashcards.
So flashcards are really good when you need to
Memorization,
memorize?
yeah.
Memorization,
For memorize.
okay. What about you? Do you have anything extra to add to what you already said?
I guess just this is more like for projects, do them on time. Sometimes teachers give you more time, like they tell you that's your final. So like right now, I have like a journal that I have to do. That's my final. So like right now, I'm setting everything up, like on what I have to write and everything. Like I also have to add visuals, so like I'm getting
You're
the
looking
pictures.
pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So instead of like doing it, cramming it like all in one day, I'm taking my time with it. While at the same time, like, okay, while I'm doing this, then I can practice my ASL,
Yeah.
like flashcards as well, and like practice at the same time. And
So-
then
So you too. You learn by visualizing, I think.
Yes.
that's,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, so flashcards help you a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, ASL. How do you study with flashcards?
Well, there's pictures with
there's
signs.
pictures, but mostly you just get the word. You try to remember. I mean, obviously, if you don't get it, you just Google it, right?
Yeah.
And then you, if it's the same sign, then you do it
Okay.
because it will come to you.
Yeah.
It depends, right?
Oh, okay.
This is studying.
Oh yeah, that's one way of working.
Yeah.
And I didn't know those were the signs. Well, me, that I am not only a visual learner, well, I wouldn't call myself a visual learner, I'm more of a hands-on person. I need to repeatedly do a problem. Even if it's right, I need to make sure that I can do it. So sometimes...
Especially with math, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And chemistry. I need to remember how to do the problem. So sometimes a friend writes a problem that he already has written down, and I do it. And to make sure that I'm not just memorizing, he changes the numbers. I sometimes get it completely wrong the second time, and then he explains to me like, hey, it's the same, you just have to look at it this way. Because sometimes the topic that I, let's say, had a cosine tangent, the first one you need to change cosine, the second one you need to change the tangent. Like for example for math. But I think for people that are hands-on learners, I would say either get someone else to help you like write problems down and like mix them or alter them in a way that you can actually learn, and don't just try to memorize, because in a test, trust me, especially in mathematics, just memorizing a problem, how it looks and how you do it will not help you at all if you don't know how to get the concept.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, last of all, now that I know all of us have finals, right? Have you studied? And how do you prepare?
So like I said right now, my journal, I'm organizing that. Next week I plan on going to the learning center. Even if it's like for like 2 days for like an hour, it's something. I'm making, like I already received like what chapters one of my finals is going to be at, so like I'm already putting it down, and like I'm going to do my study guide. Like I guess find your strategy. So sometimes for me I do color coding and like buy pens. So like I use different colors, and like that helps me memorize, because like if this section is purple, then like if I see it, then like I'll remember it.
Visual learners.
Yeah.
Take note.
And then what else?
Like taking advantage of your time, like taking it one at a time, but getting it done.
Yeah, that's why, I mean, the month of April,
I think it's more about
it's when you should start
managing time.
Yes, because sometimes the teachers already tells you, or like it's already in the syllabus, like, you know, I know you still have your other assignments.
Yeah.
But like start getting prepared. Like she might mention it, like, oh, like this is gonna be in the final.
Yeah.
Like
so
I think throughout the whole year, they sometimes dropped they told you, hey, this will be in the final. Remember it. So I think actually showing up to class is another thing freshmen should be doing. And any student for that case, it doesn't matter what you are, even a senior, you should show up to your class. But one way that sadly, none of my teachers have told me like the chapters I need to study. So what some friends and me were doing is tomorrow and throughout the week we're gonna be getting together for at least an hour. First of all, we're gonna study for physics. We all did well in some of the quizzes. We all did incredibly horrible in some of them. And we're gonna help each other. Like, let's say I did amazing in test 3. I will be the one teaching it. I'll be the teacher. So if they have any questions, I can explain to them, okay, look, this is the problem, this is how you do it. And let's say I also did horrible in test 2, well, I actually have someone else that did amazing and they can explain to me. Because again, I am a hands-on learner, so I think that's the best way we're going to be learning. And that's one example. That's only for physics, but I'm going to be doing that with most of my colleagues. Because we all know that some of us are really smart, and in some tests and other ones need help. And I'm lucky that they're willing to help me out. So I guess if you are a freshman or any grade for that case, I would recommend you to at least in 2 weeks in advance get together with your friends, start making a schedule, and maybe get together and teach each other. Be the teacher for once.
Mm-hmm.
Try and help people see the problem the way you see it. If you got a really good grade, and I also understand that they are asking for help, because even if they're trying their best, they don't get it. So be polite. They might not get it the first time, but trust me, once you help them out, they're gonna be grateful, and you also learn because you're gonna be teaching it. Anything else you would like to add?
Do not procrastinate.
Yeah, don't wait till last minute.
Organize yourself.
And just be happy. You only have 1 more week, so good luck. Well, this concludes the FYE podcast. Thank you for watching and listening.